entertainment now, and our next guest star is the critically acclaimed record-breaking series Strife, inspired by Mia Friedman's memoir. It follows a publisher named Evelyn Jones, who becomes a force in women's media. This week, the show is back with season 2 as Evelyn faces the threat of a new rival website while juggling both personal and professional relationships.
Old Logie winner Asha Keddie plays Evelyn alongside Matt Day as her ex-husband John. And Asha and Matt join us now on the couch. Thank you for coming in.
See you.
Thanks for having us.
I binged the first 6 episodes of this that we were given and I loved it. How did you capture the stress of being a modern working mum?
Well, I mean, we all live it, don't we?
Yeah, but capturing it on screen is a different thing, though.
Yeah, I think that, you know, we went into this second series after establishing in the first that Evelyn, you know, is under siege pretty much all the time, trying to invest in her family but also grow her business. And we come in and it's just full force as soon as we hit the ground running in season 2. And I just really wanted the audience to connect in a way for this second series in a more emotional way on her journey, I suppose. So, you know, I guess that's what we love about female-led shows these days, is that we're getting to experience what it feels like, I hope, to move through that journey with them, with, you know, motherhood, or not motherhood, just womanhood, really, and the complexities of it.
No, that's the brilliant part of this show, is that I think, like most women, you can have a brave face at work, at home, but behind closed doors we see that. We see that anxiety, that juggle, that real stress.
The public and the private is what we kind of lean into as much as we can.
The juggle, you're executive producer on this show as well, and lead actor. How did you juggle that side of things?
I don't know if that's so much a juggle as just joyful. I mean, it's the way it's evolved for me, and being able to look at the story holistically as opposed to just delivering performances. What we all really do anyway as actors, especially if you're at the centre of a show or you're in a lead role. Look, it's just been that's the joyous part of the job now, I suppose, seeing the whole story as a big picture and working on the detail.
Yeah, and it captured that vibe of modern life. Whether you experienced part of this or any of it, it just felt real, didn't it? Also, the complicated relationships that people have. And yours is really complicated.
I know, this season it is.
Yeah, I know.
You talk.
Matt, what was it like sparring with Asha on screen?
Well, it was a lot of... We laughed a lot this season, didn't we? I mean, it was much easier this one. The first season I was a little worried because... you know, my agent said, you've been cast to play Asha's husband, and I was like, what, you can't give me a speaking part? But then, this one, we just kind of, we really went a lot deeper, didn't we?
We did, yeah. I mean, we really look at the complexities of a couple that are separated but still so engaged. It's a really interesting journey for the men in this season as well, which I think is great.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking about that, actually, the takeaways, I think, for both men and women. I mean, how would you break that down? What are people going to take from this when they watch?
I think that we see that the complexities of manhood and womanhood are different, and how do you make that work in relationships that still have to exist because you have children, like we do in the show. You know, why are you still engaged on the level that you are sometimes in a family that's broken up? I mean, they try all sorts of things like bird nesting, and you know, that doesn't work. The kids hate that, and then there are questions that come up too in relationships where one person has pursued a career, you know, in a really driven way, like Evelyn has. And one person in the relationship perhaps has not pursued their desires and passions. We explore that as well. Which one's that? Yeah. We explore that as well, and it makes for really good drama, but also really funny.
Yes, that's the other thing. It's super funny.
That's what we loved about it. It's so funny, and a lot of black humour in there too. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done, guys.
Well done.
Great work.
Yeah.